Today we're going to do a complete walk around of our FJ Cruiser.
We bought it brand new in 2007 and it's a base model, and we figured that if we're going to buy something that is this goofy looking, we might as well get it in the brightest color possible.
It started out as my daily driver for about 5 years, and then Mark's daily driver for about 4 or 5 years. And during all that time, all we did was change the fluids and the filters. 225,000 miles later, we decided to do this.
Now, we've produced videos on just about everything we've done on this thing. You'll find them right here on our channel. Now, we've also done a lot of videos on the repairs that we've made. And I had to write them down. CV boot leak, front axles and bearings, spark plugs, gear lube change, serpentine belt, inner tire rod ends, TRD catback exhaust. That sounds awesome. The intermediate steering shaft and the front caliper, and a bunch of other stuff.
Tires.
These tires are big. When we first got them, I used to have nightmares about them. They were like monster truck tires. Now they just seem normal.
These are mud trains. They're excellent in mud and sand and grabbing rocks, but they're terrible on packed snow and ice. And they definitely make some noise on pavement.
Wheels.
When did we even get these rims? I don't remember. I guess they're necessary to hold these big-ass tires on the axles.
Wheel spacers.
The wheel spacer is this blue thing. It has its own lugs, and you put the hub on, and it extends out, and then since it has its own lugs.
Actually, we needed these spacers to fit these particular rims around our front calipers.
Body mount chop.
I've always had reservations about chopping metal, but I'm really glad we did it.
We used to have a nice smooth plate welded on here. That was the first time we did the chop. We had to make a more aggressive chop, so we cut it off more, and we have not got a plate back on there yet.
Front suspension.
2.5-inch Toy-Tech coilovers and an SPC control arm. I think we lifted the front 3 inches and the back 2 inches. It was a fun mod to do, and it looks really badass.
Swaybar sliding disconnects.
Everyone asks us about these Swaybar disconnects, where they can get them, if we make them. We don't make them. In our video description, it tells you Mike Stutz is the creator, and it gives all of his contact information, so reach out to him. He is the awesome creator of this Swaybar disconnect. These are scary as hell when you first disconnect them and go down an off-ramp. I recommend you reconnect them before hitting the road.
Now, when installed properly, these do not come loose and come down and tear up your CV boots. Emphasis on installed properly.
Inner front fender splash guards.
Rad rubber is rad. It keeps all the mud out. We love you, Eddie.
Rear suspension.
Again, the Boss Toy-Tech suspension, 2-inch for the back with their heavy springs.
Rear lower links.
These rear links, I don't really remember doing it, but I'm sure they're heavy duty.
They're made of much thicker tubing than the stock links.
Rear link skid plates.
Glad to have the added shield because no one wants to slam their rear links.
Front bumper.
So heavy. Crazy heavy to lift and install, but very, very durable.
LED headlights.
These are really nice to have in the dark. They help keep you from hitting cows.
Driving lights.
What the heck are driving lights anyway? Are they headlights? Are they the lights that come on when you're driving? I don't know.
Fog lights.
These are nice to have on a foggy day, but otherwise I don't really notice them.
Winch.
I told you not to call me that.
Incredibly strong and durable, but it is a monster. It just barely fits in behind the bumper here. In fact, you can see over here, we actually made a cut in our brand new bumper in order to fit the clutch lever. And we've decided that this steel cable is way too heavy.
Skid plates.
These are heavy as hell, but they really protect our
Unlike our 4Runner that has steel plates, we chose aluminum for the FJ. They're a little bit lighter and almost as durable.
White grill surround.
Makes it look old school.
Rust-Oleum spray paint.
Filthy animal.
Relay and fuse box under the hood.
This box keeps the fuses and relays from getting gunky. Plus, Mark labeled everything in case I ever need to know what goes where.
This sends power to all our added-on lights and the air compressor.
Air compressor.
I think this is ingenious. It comes right out the front bumper, so it's easy to air back up. The compressor itself fit right under the hood like it was made for this space.
Scuba mod.
We extended all of our drivetrain breathers right up to this little filter.
Blacked out mirrors and door handles.
This looks a lot tougher than the silver that came stock.
Again, Rust-Oleum spray paint.
LED mirror lights.
Mark thought these would look cool, and I guess it does.
Sliders.
These sliders are awesome. Not only does it help this short girl step up and in, but it protects the door and the body from damage from big rocks.
TRD stickers.
Mark found this clever artwork somewhere online, he doesn't remember where, but it makes him smile, so I like it too.
Traction boards and jack mounts on the roof rack.
These mounts are cool. Mark made them out of scrap plastic. The traction boards we found online, and they're really bright, so we'll never lose them. We've used them a few times to get ourselves and other people unstuck.
Refrac Basket.
This basket was really cheap and it's surprisingly durable. It allows us to have more room inside by throwing things up on top, especially wet, bulky items.
LED dome light.
This LED light was a cheap find from the internet. It's better than stock, but not as nice as what we have in the 4Runner from HID Kit Pro. Maybe it's time to replace this.
Shifter knobs.
Mark loves these. Me, meh. If it makes him happy, I like them too.
Vehicle stability control hack.
This mod made it possible for Mark to do donuts.
Donuts! Our 2007 did not come with a switch to turn off the traction control, so we had to wire in our own.
Center console dog perch.
They seriously fight over this damn thing like it's a throne. They think it's the best thing since sliced steak.
CB radio.
I don't want to go here at all. People are seriously freaks about their CB and CB equipment. Seriously, I just need a communication device to talk to my friends on the way to a trail or on the trail.
CB speaker.
Where the hell is it? Because in the 4Runner, it's up here. This is an inexpensive little speaker that amplifies the sound of our CB or static.
iPod mount.
Lame. I don't really like this, but shh, don't tell Mark.
CB antenna mount.
The antenna mounts on the mount. Antenna mount.
Jerry can holder.
The jerry can mount holds this heavy-ass jerry can, which a short girl like me cannot lift out. It's really kind of cruel. Whoever designed this, you're a sicko.
Rear bumper.
This is super beefy. We could probably take down a tree with it.
Rear lights.
These are really nice for backing up. And if you get behind me with your light bar on, you might just find out how awesome they really are.
Fridge.
Way nice to have. No more ice runs, soggy waterlogged food. Everything stays cold and fresh. Fridges are awesome, and this one's at just the right price point. You can pick one up at your local Costco. Just look for Blizzard Box.
Drawers.
Mark did a really nice job on these, but he's got them filled up with mostly just his man junk. I'd have to sort through them and figure out how he's utilizing them better before we go on a trip. I think I like the ones in the 4Runner better, but these are nice too.
Rear table.
Daryl at Orange Box does really nice work. I especially love the stainless steel tabletop, and I love our logo. That's awesome. To me, tables are a necessity, especially if you do any kind of cooking while you're out. Gotta have one.
Recovery and toolboxes.
These are a must on our trips because something always happens. It's always something. Something gets torn off, broken, rubs, mutilated. So we've got to have these toolboxes.
Back window net.
This net keeps our dogs in as well as letting in fresh air and dust. Mark made this and it's really clever. That's it. We kept our FJ build pretty simple and we love it. We hope you enjoyed the tour, and before you leave, be sure to follow us.
Follow us on Facebook, Instagram. Hit the subscribe button down here or wherever it is.
Let's start over. And before you leave, be sure to follow us on Facebook and Insta and subscribe to us on the YouTubes. Be sure to ring that bell to be notified of any new videos.
See you next time.
Bye.